Hello, this is Lani with Broken Seashell Stamping. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I am hopping along on the Stamp Around the World video hop. Join me today and some other very talented ladies to we put together a celebration month. So for the month of November, everyone's going to make a project with a celebration as the theme. And the theme that I chose to celebrate is happy anniversary. So join me on this simple little card. I tried to make it more masculine so that way you can give it to your loved one for your anniversary. And I used the two different stamp sets, actually three. The main one is going to be Happy Place. We're going to use the happy, and I'm also using the paper tags stamp set and dies, and the Sweetly Scripted. Unfortunately, this one is retired, but all you need is, for an anniversary card, is something that says anniversary, like one of your stamps, and I'll show you, even if it's attached to another one, how to still use it. But all you simply need is anniversary. So if you're doing a different celebration, like let's say it's a birthday for your husband or someone that you want to give a simple card to, you can do the birthday on this Happy Place stamp set. And it is currently in the mini catalog as of today. The dimensions for my card I put on the back of a tag. And that's the dimensions, so you can take a screenshot. One of the ones did change, but it'll be updated in the description of my video. And once you're done, please hop along with the other participants, and the links for them will be below in my description. Today I'm also using a template that I have had for a while from Jackie Bolhuis, and it is her Fun Folds Volume 1. It's the video number 2 with card number 1 template, and it just uses this layout. So I will have a link to that video in my description as well. All right, ready to have some fun making this sweet little celebration card? Come along and hop with me. All right, first we're going to start with our main piece of the card, and this is going to be a piece. This color choice is Blueberry Bushel. Now with this one I use Secret Sea and Cloud Cover, but I did two different types, and I'm going to do the second one with a little different color. So I'm using Blueberry Bushel, and the DSP is the Everyday Skies 6x6 paper. It was in the last chance. I will put a link in the bottom of the description of that one as well. But we're going to use a piece of that DSP. You can use any one you want, but I just wanted some clouds, something very basic for this card. So the piece that we're going to use is this size, and so I used Petal Pink as the accent color. I'm going to get your scoreboard out, and this piece of cardstock is 8 inches by 4 1/4. You are going to score it at the 5 1/2 line. Now when you cut the paper, so this paper is the 8 1/2 by 11, I cut the top to be, no, actually, sorry, you cut the long end. So let's see, a long piece of paper here. So the long, this way, you're going to cut it down the middle at the 4 1/4. That should be 4 1/4. Yeah. So the 4 1/4, and then you're going to cut off 3 inches on the far side, and that's going to be our middle panel. I did trim it down just a 1/4 inch because I wanted the happy to go across it. So I'll show you that when we get to that part. So take your 4 1/4 by 8 inches piece of cardstock, and you're going to score it at 5 1/2. This is smaller here. And that is all scoring we're going to do today. So go ahead and score that. Now the inside panel here is 2 1/4 by 4. we don't really, if you want to stamp on this piece, you can go ahead and do that at this time. Again, I wanted this pretty basic, so I'm going to leave it just like that. If you wanted to even put like maybe dottage, you can find any stamp set that's got some dottage in it. Let's see, I'll just get a house. This is a random one that I have sitting on my desk, and we'll just put a little bit of dimension on it with the, let's get my petal paint here, just to give it a little bit, since this one's a little bit more simple. So we got the petal pink, got our dottage, could be from any stamp set you have, and just give it a little bit of color. There we go. Let's see. It's just half the time when I'm doing any card, I just can't not stamp. So that's all I'm going to do. You know, let's go ahead and do one more thing. This is going to be your base behind the card. It's the standard 5 and let's see, I think it's a 5 1/4. Yeah, 5 1/4 by 4 inches. That'll be on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this dottage right here. And if we don't like it, we don't have to use it. But we'll go ahead and just do that for now. Now that we've got that done, we can go ahead and adhere this down. Let's see. Get your multi-purpose glue. Go ahead. This is just standard white, basic white cardstock. On the sample one, I used cloud cover. So you could use a color if you wanted to, but with this color choice, with this particular pattern, I like the just the white. Now we're gonna do the panel on here, and again, the dimensions in this is 2 1/4 by 4 inches. I'm gonna go ahead and glue that down. We get all this assembled, then we'll do our happy for the card, and then we'll be done. All right. Put that down. Now, the panel that we're going to put on this part is that remaining 3 inches. However, I did trim it down to 2 3/4, I believe. Let's double check. No, this way it's 4 inches still. And this side is 3 inches. No, so the 3 inches, I'm getting all confused here. All right, the 3 inches is on the end here. So that's what we cut off. Then you're gonna trim, instead of the 4 1/4 inches, it's gonna be 4 inches. So that one makes the inside DSP 3 and, what was this one's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eighths. I don't remember it being that one. Did I cut it too short? No, it fits. I will have the measurements. Yeah, it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eighths. So I think I had 7 eighths in my description, but we'll put, you can do that. As long as it gives you your little border, you're good. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp on this first before in case I mess up on it. That way you can see when you mess up, you just get another piece or you flip it over. So we're going to use the Happy Anniversary, and on this ink, I used Secret Sea on the other one. I'm going to use the Night of Navy. I want it to be just a little bit darker. Mine's still an old version, and I still have a lot of refill for it. So on this part, we're only going to ink up the anniversary part. So you just stick it over top of the stamp with just the anniversary section. When you look, you can see where your ink is at. So now that we've got just that part, we're going to put this on the very bottom corner. And I did it to a left just because my script. So we're going to put it a left. And there's your anniversary. So that's done for that one. Keep the navy out for the happy. So go ahead and glue this one down. We're done with this panel now. I like these clouds in this sky. I really love the sky. In fact, that's what my name means. Oh, in Hawaiian. Okay, this is a trick that I learned from Rachel Tessman. So the part where we want to glue, just put a piece of Post-it note, and that way, you know, well, let's make sure I get it on the right direction. Yeah, that is the right direction. So just wrong side. It is the wrong side. So let's go ahead and do. I'm going to sit underneath. There. That way you know, don't glue past that part. So just going to put some adhesive here. And you can use the Post-it to place it as well, but just going to go ahead and line that up and stick it on down. Luckily, the multi-purpose glue has some wiggle room, so make sure it looks straight. Okay, now we've got the beginning of our card down. Now it's for the last part, which is this, our happy. And the tag, if you would like to do that, I will show you what to do with the tag as well. So now this is the tricky part for the happy. If you notice, I did 2 colors. The top and the bottom are a little different colors. So I'll show you a trick on that. I think Petal Pink is just a little too light for the top. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Night of Navy for the bottom. And let's try... So I would use Azure Afternoon, but I don't have any of that at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and just use some Tahitian Tide, but I would normally use the Azure Afternoon. I can never say that one. But that's the one I would normally use for this particular card. We're going to use a retired Tahitian Tide in the meantime. So I'm going to use the big block for my happy. You want to do the light color first because you don't want it to blend with the other. So go ahead and take your ink and you're just going to tap it. Make sure you can see. So you're just going to tap the top of the stamp. Now you can see it on the stamp. Look closely. So you can just kind of gradually get to that spot. Now we're going to, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to turn around to the other side and do the Night of Navy. So you want to start more towards the bottom and work your way up to the middle. Even if there's a little gap, it's not going to be too bad. If you want to use a dauber to try to blend that, you can. I didn't do that, and that came out just fine. So let's see, and this kind of it's kind of fun because you never know if it's going to work right. It's kind of a gamble. So I'm going to keep that zoomed in. Go ahead and line it up, and go ahead and hope that it's exactly the way you wanted it to. I'm going to make sure I get a good press on this. I'm holding down the bottom and lift up. There you go. I think the middle probably could have gotten a little bit more definition, but it's really going to be okay. I think it looks really pretty. Look at that, it's all that iridescent little shading going along. You could even color that in with some blends if you wanted to, but the darker color with the gray works a little bit better, but I like the blue. I like that light blue a lot. So now we're done with that part. I'm going to go ahead and glue that one on the top. It would help if my Night of Navy was the newer foam pads, but it's not. Oh, I lost my light there. Let's pull this out here. Too far. There we go. And line that up. Okay. Now I'm going to put this across the whole card here, just like that. Now this part I did pop up with dimensionals, so go ahead and get the dimensionals out. You don't want to put it too far to the edge, so go ahead and move it to the middle. I just used 5 of them. Take your pick tool. Oh, I was using that one the last time. Get that one a little. It's not gonna hurt it though. And place that just right in the middle. All right, and there we have our happy anniversary. Now, the other color on this paper was pumpkin pie, so I'm kind of thinking that that would have been a nice color to throw in there too. So I might just do that just to show you what it looks like. All right, so I did that Misty Moonlight instead of the Night of Navy on that little quick one. You could also, I was doing playing around, you could do the orange, but I just didn't like the way the orange looked. The pumpkin pie, just it blended with the blue and made a green and just didn't work for me. So I did like this one and got a little bit better impression because the ink on my Night of Navy is just not what I want it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue this one on top of that. No one will be none the wiser. And that's what happens sometimes when you make a little bit of an adjustment. And this way, it just looks like it's popped up a little bit more. Put that there. And I don't know if I said the measurements on these. This panel, the dark cardstock is 1 7/8 by 4 1/2, and then the inside white panel is 1 5/8 by 4 1/4. These are all in inches, and I like that much better. So then we're just going to finish off the inside with the tag, and we'll be done with this little celebration card. So you're going to get the die cuts out for the happy tags, I believe it's called. Paper tags. I'm just got happy on the mind because of this beautiful sunset one. So here's that there. And I'm going to put it on a piece of white. I think I have a good size. Yep, that was just a scrap. Use the scraps all the time. Now for the inside of this card, well, I want kind of the light color. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Petal Pink. So here's the Petal Pink. Go ahead and ink that up. Ooh, this one is still pretty juicy. Alrighty. And it doesn't matter if it's centered because we're going to die cut it out. I don't have to have that hard of an... Ah, it's not too juicy at all. It's perfect. So there's that. Got my mini cut and emboss. And we are going to cut out the tag and glue that on the side, and then you're going to be all finished with this cute anniversary card. Now I use washi tape to secure it down. No, let's see if I can back out a little bit. There we go. So I reuse them because the more you reuse them, the less they stick to the paper, but yet they still will. I can't really get this on. I'll get that as much as I could here. Let's just go down here. But the washi tape, once it gets used more, it doesn't stick so bad to the paper. So I like to keep that on hand, and I just set them on the top of my mini emboss machine. Go. Get that out. I love die cutting. It just makes things look so streamlined. All right, zoom back in again here. So you can see how the washi tape just comes off really good, doesn't pull your paper up. And there's my May Your Day Be Filled with Sunshine and Laughter. This blue and this petal pink really look good. And I don't think it's too feminine, so it's pretty subtle. Put some glue on it. We don't want to put any of this, we don't want to pop it up. That was off camera, but just put your glue in here. I don't like to pop it up because it's on the inside of the card. So just set that in there. Don't go over the crease. And there you have it. Happy anniversary. You can put some bling on it if you want to, but since this is supposed to be for a guy, it's a little bit more subtle. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you would like to follow along with my videos, and please don't forget to check out the other hoppers. And I hope you have a great day and enjoy your celebrations. Bye for now.